Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective for today, Tuesday, October 29th, 2024. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the talk, or the tube, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We're excited for you. If some of it does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to do the Legends of All Hallow Eve, La Bella Nemo 13. You can find that on her Etsy. Cosmic Timing Oracle, you can get that on Amazon. And the Hidden Truth Oracle, All Things Intuitive, allthingsintuitive.com. All right. Take a sip of water. Now my nose is getting stuffy. This is ridiculous. I'm just so tired of being sick. Tired of being sick and all oogie. We got one on the table. Ooh, that's a fun man. And yes, it's a man. This woman that I have a crush on at work walked up behind my friend. We were sitting there having lunch together. And she walks up behind my friend and she like pokes her on her shoulder and she looks. And the whole time I'm watching and I'm smiling. But as she's walking away, I wanted to be like, hey, don't touch my friend. It's my friend. My friend. No, before you say anything, no. I don't, no crushes at work, no. I don't date people from work, like, ever. There's a kid there, his mom works, she's like a supervisor in another department, like deep in the bowels of the warehouse. I never see her anymore. But her son now works in our department. I think he's 25. He's 19 years younger than me. Sometimes I feel like he's following me around like a puppy. Like he likes the older ladies. Like he literally will have lunch with the ladies in our department that are in their 60s. Like he will do this almost every day. And I said to my friend, I said, what's going on over there? Like, does he miss his mom? Like, I don't understand. I don't know. But he ate lunch today with me and my friend. And I don't know. It's always just weird. Because I'm always like, why is he... like, go sit with one of the guys. I don't know. He's a sweet kid. He really is a sweet kid. And I always say that I hope he doesn't look at me like that. Because he will be sadly disappointed. 19 years is too big of an age gap. I am not going to be somebody's sugar mama. We got 5 on the table. Huh. Okay. It's a little bit different. Kind of, sort of, maybe. We got 6 on the table. It's my old friend. Look at how handsome he is. Look at how handsome he is. Yeah, that's Michael Myers. Yeah, that's right. My first love. We got 7 on the table. Oh. We got 9 on, pardon me, 9 on the table. And look, there he is again. There he is again. Okay, let's do one more. Oh, that cutie too. Frankenstein. All right. I know, I get excited when I use these cards. We're going to be using these cards on Valentine's Day. Okay. I'm just going to set this over here. Okay. Over there. Stay. All right. We've got Divine Masculine. Irreplaceable. Evidence. Nostalgic. We got influences. Stalker. Severed. Resurrection. Renewal. And hidden agenda, bottom of the deck. Look at him in there. Creepy. All right, feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. I know it says divine masculine. I'm going to say divine masculine. You can flip-flop that if you need to. Sorry. I took that nap and now I'm all froggy. So, at first I thought it was kind of sweet. Now I'm thinking not so much. So, a divine masculine, and we're going to use that term loosely because I'm feeling they're not so divine. Found proof of the one. So, like, this is classic. This is someone that might have come into contact with, like, their twin flame, their soulmate, and they tossed him aside for someone else. Or just for no one. Just they tossed him aside because they weren't interested. And they came to this conclusion after thinking about the past and events. They realized, like, hey, I tossed that person aside when I shouldn't have. This is someone that could have possibly at the time been under influences of other people, friends, family members, maybe lovers. I don't know. Okay, is it just me or does that seem a little odd that the card says influences and rubbing oil? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Is that a phrase that I don't know about? Is that something I don't know about? Do I have to look that up later? I didn't bring my phone with me. This person is watching this person that they let go of and they shouldn't have let go. This person knows that they fucked up this connection, but they want to bring it back to life with the resurrection card. They want, with the renewal card, they want a second chance. They want to pump new life into this relationship. The thing is this person has a hidden agenda, ulterior motives. And I'm just gonna say this because it does give off those type of vibes. So I'm just gonna say this. I'm not going to do any clarification on this because I'm not doing clarification on this. It's whoever this person is, it's like they're in the thinking stage. So this person probably has the same secret hidden agenda that everybody else has. And that's that this person wants to come in, talk to this person that they let go of, that they shouldn't have let go of. They want to bamboozle them and schmoozle them. They probably don't want to give them any semblance of the truth. So, just an example, like if this masculine threw this irreplaceable person over for another person, they don't want to talk about it. Like, oh, why'd you go in there? Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Like, that's in the past. Okay, well, the reason why you lost this connection was because you were not paying attention to your intuition and you threw them over for someone else. So, kind of important, kind of something you should talk about, kind of something you should think through and admit and acknowledge that, you made a mistake. This person doesn't want to do that. If this person is watching this other person, which they are, in some type of way, whether it's online or through a family member or a friend, um, again, I think we had this read early. Was it earlier or was it yesterday? Either way, this person is watching this person, and they're like, "Oh, they look good. Like maybe they got a better job. They bought a home, bought a car, got a cat. I don't know. Like maybe they lost some weight. Maybe they got their hair done. I don't know. But they're looking at somebody and they're like, "Oh, yeah. Hmm. Oh, pardon me." It's kind of like I was just saying in the other read for the tarot read. People that get into relationships for superficial reasons. People that get into relationships because they think it looks good, because they're hoping for fame and fortune or some type of abundance. Like, oh, this person looks really abundant. If I get with them, I'll be abundant too. Or, and just hear me out. The reason why we talk about people getting together, like with karmics, technically two karmics getting together, and like, oh, they're abundant at first, but then it goes to shit. So let's just be honest. That's two people getting together that should have never got together. And yeah, at first it seems like everything's good because all relationships are like that. You all every relationship you go through the honeymoon stage, whether you're karmic or not. So two karmics getting together because they think that the relationship makes them look better. It's going to be good for a minute and then it's going to turn to shit. But technically, that is how any relationship could be. Because again, you go through that honeymoon phase. this is these are people that only see the superficial, they only see the outer layer. They're not thinking about what's on the inside. They don't want to build anything. They want something to come to them pre-made and easy to go. They don't have the mental, what is it, acuity, is that the word? They don't have the emotional to build anything. They don't have it. They want something pre-made, prefab, ready to go, something that they can latch onto, create some type of abundance, have abundance created for them, and then they'll just coast through life. Who thinks like that? Like who thinks like that? Who thinks like that? Like And I talk about this all the time. Me starting my business in May and reading tarot for you guys, and I opened up my books. If you want to read, shoot me an email. We'll do a read. But I have a full-time job. And I have that full-time job because this is not a full-time job. If I was getting in people like every day, like 20, 30 emails a day, hey, I want to read, I want to read. Like maybe I could eventually like quit my job and stay at home and do this full time. But in reality, like, and I don't have people sending me donations. Like nobody sends me donations. Nobody sends me gifts. I mean, I don't mean like Amazon because I don't have any of that bullshit on my thing, but like nobody sells me $5 or $10, like, get your cats some cat treats. Like nobody ever does that. So like I never once thought that like, oh, I'm gonna start my tarot business and I'm gonna make $1 million in the first year. Like, no, no. I live in reality. Like I live in reality. Not to mention the fact that like this isn't the only thing I do. I do other things. Like I have other plans for myself. So it just makes sense that I would keep my regular job, work my regular job, and do other things on the side. You know what I'm saying? Like my business isn't necessarily like, I don't know if it's ever going to turn into anything. It is what it is. But I started it and I'm happy I started it because I wanted to. It was like a goal. But yeah, like people getting into things for the wrong reasons or people getting into things thinking it's going to be easy. And, you know, sometimes life just isn't easy, babe. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Um, yeah. Whoever this person is, I feel like this is someone that jumps from relationship to relationship for the wrong reasons. And I feel like whoever this is, they're probably pretty superficial. That's why I say divine masculine, because this is not a divine masculine. A divine masculine wouldn't behave like that. They just wouldn't. And they would know that superficiality, it's not going to get you anywhere. It's kind of funny because I was following this guy on TikTok for a while, and he had more followers than I did on TikTok for sure. Um, Probably by like 5,000 followers. Because I mean, it took me a while to get where I'm at. Like what, like almost 2 years now to get 5,000 followers and all the views and the likes that I have. But this guy, a lot of his original posts were like, oh, I'm insinuating that like, oh, I'm a divine masculine. Oh, da 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 da. Well, then, like, because I was friends with him up until like the end of spring, beginning of summer this year. Then his posts were like, oh, I got a booty call and I had to get in my car and go last night. And it's like, that's not a divine masculine. Like, this guy is literally out there spouting off all this bullshit about being divine and, being of a higher vibration. And then he's talking about getting in his car to go visit some hoe. Like, no, that's not at all. No, no. So I blocked him. I didn't just unfriend him or unfollow him. Like I blocked him. I'm like, ew, you're disgusting. You're absolutely disgusting. And then I was thinking about it. I repost stuff all the time. I do. I take stuff off of like Facebook and all that. It says right on most of the posts say right on there like where it came from. And I'll even say sometimes in my comments like, "Oh, that's funny. I wish that had happened to me." You know what I mean? Like I'll even say stuff like that. So, if people think that all my posts are about me, I mean, uh, they're blind. But this guy was taking his sister's books of poetry that she wrote and re-saying them as if, I mean, he was saying that they were hers, but then he was reading these poems, and it's like, ew, he's trying to get chicks off his deceased sister's poems. I don't remember what his name was on there on TikTok, but just total douche vibe behavior. And that's why I blocked him, because for a long time, like, I didn't see him on there. Like, I must not have been catching, what was going on. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I started seeing him, and I started seeing him post this stuff. And I was like, ew, that's just nasty. Like, to be like, oh, yeah, follow me and listen to me because I'm a divine masculine and I know what men want and I can tell you what men want and da 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 da. And it turns out he's just a low vibe BSer. Ew, it just gave ick vibes. Just like there was another guy that I followed who claimed to be a spiritualist, like I don't even know how to pronounce it, like a heoke, like spiritualist or something. And he was a truck driver. He traveled around. He had 2 kids. He was divorced. His kids, I think, looked like maybe between the ages of like 10 and 15. They're a boy and a girl. And I thought he was really cool because he was saying all these things about spirituality, and he had lost, like, I don't know, like 75 pounds or 100 pounds, something like that. He worked out all the time. And he would do videos of himself on the road and everything. And then he did this one video where he said that, he had been married, he had his 2 kids, and now, and even though he still wasn't ready to be in a relationship, when he was ready to, I think I told you guys this before, when he would be ready into, would be ready to get into a relationship in the future, he expected a virgin or someone as near to a virgin as possible, like between 1 to 3 past sexual partners. And he wanted this virgin um, to be between the ages of 19 and 25. And this man, who he could have been a little bit younger than me, but I want to say around the same age. I mean, we're talking a guy with a big ass beard with all this gray and shit in it. And he looks like, don't get me wrong, and it could be because he lost weight, but he looked like he had hit like 100,000 miles worth of bad road. And he's a truck driver, so he probably did. But I'm like, a virgin, 19 to 25. And I laughed and I got on there and I said, I admire your goal. I said, but I think you're gonna, I think you're gonna find, um, you're not gonna get what you're looking for. And he's like, oh, how so? And I said, every 19 to 24, 25-year-old woman that I know has had more sexual partners than I have had. And I, at the time, I was 43, because I think that was at the beginning of this year that this happened. Him and I had this confrontation. And he ignored what I said, first of all, because he's not listening. He's going to get that 19-year-old virgin. He's gonna. He's like, well, you're bitter. And it's like, no, I'm telling you, like, every 19 to 24-year-old, 25-year-old girl I know, woman I know, has had more sexual partners than I have. So tell me what the odds of the 40-something-year-old man going out and getting a 19-year-old virgin are. Because I'm thinking they're probably not high. Unless he's going to go to, like, a convent or, like, an Amish community. I mean, seriously. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And he just wants a virgin because he wants somebody to mold and, do his bidding. Because apparently that didn't work out so well with the first wife. And it was funny because it got to the point where I said to him, I said, isn't your daughter like 14? and you want to marry a 19-year-old? I said, you don't think that's kind of gross? And he didn't respond. I was like, ew. And for like a few days afterwards, like I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything. He kept showing up in my thing, watching all my shit. Like he was watching all my posts. I was like, block, like block. We're done here. He's disgusting. He's disgusting. He's like one of those people that, and I'm just gonna say it, that's probably out there chasing lot lizards and just pretending like he doesn't do that. Looking for underage girls, lot lizards. Yeah. Eh, he gives off ick vibes. Like, there are people out there that give off ick vibes. Don't even get me started on Gypsy Rose. There was something earlier about a paternity test for Gypsy Rose, and I was like, why are people putting this woman on a pedestal? I don't understand. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. I don't get it. People are sending her money and baby gifts when really you should just be like, okay, your 15 minutes are over. Go back to the hole you crawled out of. Because there's something wrong there. There every time I see a story about that woman, there is something wrong there. Absolutely something wrong there. You can come for me in the comments. Um, yeah. I know I just ranted for 20 minutes, but whoever this person is, they don't have good intentions. This is someone that's just, oh, okay. So why I was saying the stories about the guys on TikTok. So this person sees someone for who they think they are, right? And they want to come in, and then they want to put their influence upon this person. So again, like they want to mold them into something that they're not. Then what do you need to be with the person for? You obviously don't want them for who they are. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, now it's done. Now it's done. Yeah. Okay. Um, no good intentions here. If you're the irreplaceable one, I would say run. Um, because this is just a user. They're just a user. Definitely low vibrational karmic like vibes for sure. Not at all divine. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope everybody had a great night, and it's almost morning. I will talk to you later. Bye.